starting with this, the balance overall is really good. There's a few characters that are dog shit, but otherwise, the balance is not bad, chat, okay? That's what I want to get out. Also, I know this green dot is triggering you, so I'm going to get rid of the green dot for you, okay? You brought up Kelvin. We'll start with Kelvin, because I think Kelvin is actually like a very balanced character. But the character has been Thanos for ages, and this is the first time in a long time where Kelvin is not absolute hard meta. I think he's still a very good support. In fact, I think it's almost crazy to put him in B tier. He might be low A tier. Because he's still like, Ice Storm, yeah, it's a longer cooldown, but it's a crazy ability. I'll put him B. Okay, Abrams. Boom, S tier. So Abrams didn't really get better or worse in the last patch, right? Like again, the major things that changed is smaller skirmishes are better, right? So you want more early team fighters, and Abrams is an early team fighter, but Abrams needs like someone else. Like in a 1v1, he's not the greatest, you know, if you're not mega farmed. So he's not benefiting from the changes to the 1v1s and 1v2s as much. If you guys don't know, and Deathy explained this really well in his video, by the way, I'll shout out Deathy here. You get an early ganker that can win 1v1s or even 1v2s or 2v1s. And those are the skirmishes that will get you ahead. Because those give way more money than full team fights. That's why you see less Deathball. I know it's still a thing, especially in no rank. I'm not saying Deathball is completely dead. But the people that have success are the people that gank in smaller skirmishes. Which brings me to the biggest winner of this patch, Mina. Not only is she like the best 1v1 character in the game, in the mid game, right? She's still insane in lane. She also got buffed the most, even though she didn't get any changes, because mobility on everyone else got nerfed, which makes Mina's inherent ability, faster stamina regen than every character, and the teleport inherently broken. She is, I want to say, the best character in the game. Maybe not the best, but definitely top 3. Bebop. For whatever reason, everyone, like, okay, this is Reddit, where I saw this. After the patch was like, oh, Bebop is dead. I don't think he's dead. I think he's a solid B tier. Actually, I'm gonna put him high C. That is still playable, right? We'll call D trash and C is like niche, okay? I mean, he is weaker, right? There's a lot of reasons for it. I want to say the main reason is his gun build got a lot weaker with the nerfs. His gun build got a little, yeah, and he's situational. He needs to have the right heroes to play with him. He's still a good pick character, but he's definitely weaker. Billy is still fucking Thanos. Billy is a top 3 character in the game still. He got nerfed quite a bit, but not nearly enough to make him not hard meta. Yeah, the chain disconnects a bit faster. Yeah, he gets a little bit less healing of with light melees. And yes, Spirit Snatch got nerfed, but people are now building Billy without Spirit Snatch, right? And they're doing fine. This character has one weakness, which is like super early lane. Like, he struggles against range characters, right? Because like he has to get in close. In lanes against melee characters like Makrill, he just wins for free. And then after, he's just Thanos. He's also, by the way, Billy is the best early jungle farmer in the game. He's better than Seven, better than Wraith, better than Victor. He's an insanely good farm character. I've played it myself yesterday. You clear jungle so fucking fast. You build like early orange items, like you go like monster rounds and shit. You clear jungle faster than anyone else, right? So yeah, they nerfed, like way back, they nerfed Wrecked not working against Sinners, but it doesn't matter. You just farm jungle. You farm tier 2 camps, and this is the fastest farmer in the game, early game, right? So you come out of lane, probably even or on top. You farm a bit of jungle, and then you run in 1v6 and kill everyone. Let's go Calico. Calico is the first character where I'm not like immediately like, oh, she belongs here. I think she's just okay. Yeah, I mean, she's good at nuking, but she's not the best nuker, right? If you want like nuke damage, you play Mina, you play Pocket, you play Lash. And she's okay at tanking and stalling, right? Like with disrupting with the ult. So she's like a jack of all trades kind of character, but like not great at everything. Doorman, S tier. I know that Deathy has this character on S+. I don't think it's a top 3 character in the game. I think he's very strong, and in pro play, he's broken. If this was pro play and not ladder, again, this is a ladder tier list. If this was pro play, Doorman would be an S+ tier. But in ladder, yeah, I agree, Goober. In ladder, people abuse his strength less. Okay, the main strengths he has is he has free teleport to earn. So if you're synergizing with your team, you can abuse the urn insanely hard. He has one of the best lanes in the game. And he has some of the best utility in the game, right? He can hard shut down a player in any fight. Card is really, really strong at just disrupting the enemy, right? And obviously, Doorway can get you in and out really easily. Plus, Call Bell does a lot of damage. And I think the main way to build Doorman is utility, right? You get like a knockdown or like some spirit nuke items, run around, and you're just being annoying. This character is really good. The reason I'm only rating him S tier again is if your team doesn't do that job, he can't solo carry. Whereas I think Mina and Billy can just run around solo and kill everyone, right? And again, remember, solo kills and kills in small skirmishes are incredibly overpowered right now. And Billy and Mina are insane at doing that, right? And Doorman is just okay at that. So Drifter is like the best character for small skirmishes. He does, yeah. Again, I can't put him A tier. I think he's playable. He got better with this patch. Like, most of the changes to items benefit him, I want to say. He has a few weaknesses, like he's not good at jungling, but like you just kind of want to run around. This is not a carry character anymore. Like, he scales very well into the late game, but you want to get most of your money by killing, right? And Deathball is, again, weaker, right? You find more smaller engagements in this meta for sure, especially once you get higher rank, right? And people in low rank always struggle against this character, which I still don't understand. I guess they're struggling even more against this character. In the current meta. Dynamo got nerfed. Dynamo does less damage with the knock-up, right? Back to being a bit weaker in lane, but he's still better than the Dynamo we had like a while ago, you know? I think he's A tier. I think he's a top support, like one of the best supports. Black Hole is the best ult in the game. It is, right? Dynamo can always turn the fight around. No, I think Dynamo is A tier. I think he's very good. And he can hold his own in 1v1s, right? Like, has really good utility with the teleport, A tier character. Great Talon might be trash. Right? So Great Talon was one of the biggest losers with the changes. Great Talon wants raw spirit early, more so than any other character, right? Again, Great Talon used to rush rapid recharge +1 in lane, right? And that's a lot weaker. He still does it, I think. I don't see a lot of talents. He's just not super dangerous in lane. And then after, if you want a character that sits in your backline, right, and kills people, play VIndicta. Snipe is just better arrows, right, if you think about it. And VIndicta is more utility overall. The one thing Great Talon has that VIndicta doesn't is the bird, right? But again, it seems to be not as useful, this patch. Yeah, I can get to the next dogshit character. It's an easy choice, actually. But VIndicta is S tier. VIndicta is S tier still. She got like a slap on the wrist. She deals like 10 less max damage on level 2 Assassinate. And obviously, Rapid Recharge got nerfed, right? And the Spirit Investment. But like, this is the best raw damage nuker in the game. I don't think this is a hot take. I think 7 is even worse than the last patch. Somehow I didn't think it was possible. But this character is fucking horseshit. Worst character in lane. Has basically no movement speed scaling anymore. So he's slow as fuck. He has no escapes. And even if you get farm, he does less than all the other carries. The worst character in the game. 7 isn't horseshit, just stop playing ball and ult build. I have tried to make 7 work for multiple days in this meta. And I play other carries. And I can tell you, I'm not biased towards 7 more so than Wraith or like Warden or other characters I play. 7 feels significantly worse. I've tried everything. I've tried ball build. I've tried running Surge of Power first. I even tried rushing max stun first. Yeah, thank you, Leffa. Leffa, I heard you trash talk me yesterday, bro. I played like shit, man. You can check the VODs from today, okay? Second VOD review. I'm requesting a second VOD review. But yeah, I think 7 is fucking dog shit. Like, I think it's the worst character in the game. Like, you have all the money. Like, sometimes I have a 7 against me that has, like, more net worth than I do, and I still 1v1 him for free. Yeah. Don't run Tesla on 7. Stop. Haze, I think, is very strong. So, Haze, I think, is one of the best laners in the game. That might sound crazy to a lot of you, but, like, I think she's really good. I think she's really good with the changes. I'll bring it up. I think rushing some early greens is actually strong. I'm not saying you need to pull the 4.8k, but like get some get extra health in lane, and then you go like, you know, like improved spirit or extra spirit, and then wrap. Like, I think she's very strong in lane, and the Surge of Power rush build where you go Surge of Power +1, and you get like a massive nuke damage like Sleep Dart, also helps her. But the main thing that helps her is she's one of she's probably the best character in the game to look for early pick-off solo, other than like Mina, right? Because she runs around Invis, and you run around with one more person, you find a solo target, you hit the sleep dart, you ult them with slowing hex, they die, you get kills, and you get the money. The meta, you win right now by getting kills in small skirmishes. That's how you get ahead. The only downside Haze has, that she is falling, like in the super late game she falls off, right? She's still squishy. So here, okay, this might be hot. I think Vyper is an A tier. I don't think Vyper is S tier. So Vyper is the strongest laner in the game, I want to say. Because you rush the 4.8k spirit and it literally is a free kill every time you have ult. You do 1000 damage with ult plus U2, right? So she's the strongest laner in the game, by far, I want to say. But then she falls off. Like, you need to keep on going for kills. And even if you get all the kills in the world, eventually she just falls off. She has her power spike right after lane, or right in lane. And that's the strongest power spike she will ever have. And anything after, she just becomes weaker. I do think she falls off harder than Haze. Might be wrong. Maybe she's S tier. Holliday? Holliday and Paradox are never bad, you know? Okay, here's the thing with them. They're better the bigger the team fight, right? You use them to initiate team fights. In smaller... like, I want to say they're a bit weaker than they used to be. I actually do agree with Goober. Yeah. I think both Holliday and Paradox are never bad, and Holliday still has an insane mobility, and she still has a really strong lane, and Lasso will always be strong. But I think she's not like S-tier meta-defining because she can't kill people solo, right? You need someone else. She's kind of like a better Makrill that is squishier, but way more mobile if you think about it, kinda. You know? I want to say. Is Paradox still A? I'm giving Paradox a B. I think if you compare Paradox to Holliday, I think she's just a bit weaker. They do very similar things. And we can rate her A. I'm down, sure. I think she's a tiny bit weaker. Maybe all the Paradoxes I play against don't know what the fuck they're doing, but like, it feels like the character is... She's definitely a lot weaker in lane, right, since the last few changes. For sure. So, that's number one. I think Holliday is better in lane than Paradox. Yeah, I mean, she does a bit more damage, but she's also more... Okay, I don't want to say more squishy. She doesn't have, like, the easiest way to get out, I guess. But, like, even that, yeah, I'll put her A, sure. I think Holliday is a bit better. Infernus is actually an interesting one. Like, the patch before last, he was absolute horseshit, right? Because they changed the way burns apply. But now, he's actually better, because funnily enough, he benefits a lot from green items. And like, building Infernus tanky seems to be quite viable. I see a lot of people do it. Toxic bullets will always be core on Infernus, and toxic bullets is OP. Infernus is not dead. I don't think he's dog shit. The lowest I would rate him is C tier. But is he C tier? I think he's B tier. I think he's solid. Like, we can talk about low B tier. I think he's a good character. We can debate about him being better or worse than Calico. I think they're very close in strength. I like playing Infernus from time to time. I think most Infernus players are just used to the character being absolutely broken. Okay, Ivy. A tier, no? Ivy is like the most versatile character in the game, I want to say. I see carry or gun Ivy. Sorry, carry or support Ivy. Like, both work. I always say this with Ivy, man. Like, you don't realize what she does, and then she has max ult and silences your entire team, and you lose the game. She still one of the best mid contesters in the game with Stoneform. She can't really die much in lane, right? Like, she's not a great laner, but she, like, no, I cannot rate Ivy lower than A tier, guys. We can rate her low A tier, but she's not B tier. Okay, bang. That was easy. Yeah. Okay, this character is... I think this is the strongest character in the game. Tanky, DPS, free lane wins, free 1v1s, free team fights, infinite regen. No... There's no downside. What weaknesses? What... Name me one weakness of Geist. Like, yeah, she's kinda slow, but like, yeah, I mean... You don't need it, no? Like, the thing is, it doesn't matter on Geist if the enemy is in your face or away from you. If she's away from you, if the enemy is away from you, you spam 1s and 3s. No CC, no mobility, and she's not as hot as Mina D tier. Good bait. Okay, yeah, I mean, I think Geist is the best character in the game. Geist, the main reason still is that Geist benefits more than anyone else from the new investment system. Because Geist loves to have all three early, right? More so than any other character. Lash is very good. You know, I thought this character was like B tier, but like I've kind of changed my mind on him. Okay, so he's very solid in lane. A lot better than before, right? You build Flog in lane, you don't die. We can put him S tier. So the thing with... Okay, so the funny thing is, back in the... like in the meta a few patches ago, everyone was running counter spell, so Lash would get hard fucked, right? Because all his spells are countered by counter spell. But now everyone buys debuff remover because it's just better than counter spell for most characters. So Lash can actually get free slams and free free ults, right? That's like the main thing. McGinnis S tier also. This McGinnis character might low-key be S plus in ranked. She's one of the best laners in the game. Again, you just build like active reload or like improved intensifying magazine in lane. You do so much damage on left click. She has really good sustain in lane. You can heal. And then again, you can take 1v1s, you can split push. You can like... McGinnis likes this meta, I think, because she's good at everything, right? She's good at defending alone. She's good at pushing alone. She's good at team fights, but she's also good at small skirmishes, right? Like maybe not the highest S, but like she's an S tier character. Mirage is... I think Mirage is still S tier also, right? We're having too many S tier characters. Okay, so he did get quite a few nerfs, right? Like Jinsmark's procs less, his gun damage procs less. Sorry, his gun damage got nerfed. He did get nerfed quite hard that last patch, right? But if you get the combo still, you still kill everyone, right? Like Ricochet, Inhibitor, Silencer, you get to that and you win your team, every team fight for free. Makrill might be kind of dog shit. Makrill might be kind of dog shit, no? Is he like as bad as Bebop? You can always press 4 is the thing, right? I can't rate him lower than B. Yeah. You can always press 4, but... his thing was that he wouldn't die, but everyone else is more healthy now, right? Yeah, a monkey can play this character and get value, right? Like, you can put the best player in the game and the worst player in the game on them, it's gonna look the exact same. Plus, he's actually quite annoying. Like, the fucking... Sandblast is annoying against like mouse ones, and there are a few mouse ones in this meta. Paige, I think also B. Is Paige worse than Dynamo? I think Paige is better in lane than Dynamo. I just thought of it. I think Paige is. I mean, the ult is not quite as good. It has a long cooldown, but it has so much utility too, right? Can steal mid boss. Has like in big team fights, Paige performs incredibly well. And Paige also performs incredibly well in lane still. It's just like in smaller skirmishes, she's a bit weaker. I like she's not like S tier anymore, but like she's definitely A tier, I want to say. Can we remove Pocket from the game? I think Pocket is always going to be S tier, no? I think Yoshi's a Pocket player. Like, you press one button, you get all your value. Every single lobby that has a Pocket has the highest damage because he just presses the Affliction button. And every single time I make a YouTube video, a tier list, the Pocket players are jerking each other off in the Discord and they're like, oh, Metro just hates Pocket. But like, the character is never bad. Pocket players are pathetic, scum of the earth, I agree. I forgot the Shiv character existed. I guess we have 4 OP characters, right? Like, he got nerfed, by the way, guys. Like, they reduced his rage gain by 6%, guys. Fuck Shiv. There's nothing to say about this character other than he's broken. I think I'm gonna rate Sinclair like... The thing with Sinclair is he will always be shit if the enemy team does not have good ults to steal, right? So sometimes he's really good, and then sometimes he's really bad. So I will put him niche, actually. Yeah, I have to put him niche. Not like, he has games where he's actually S tier, but then he has games where he's fucking useless. Okay, Victor... I think Victor okay. In an A, people would probably rate this character higher because since I've shown up here, I have learned that NA games last like 20 minutes longer than EU games because NA players love to farm. So I can 100% see why in the last few tier lists that I made, everyone called me out for putting Wraith lower. Because like in NA, you know, the hard carries actually perform better than they should because the games last too long. Because everyone farms, in my opinion. So I'll put Victor in B. Viscous... I think Viscous is just okay. He got a lot weaker in lane, right? Like, they nerfed his right click a bunch. Express Shot got nerfed like a million times. Bladder got nerfed a million times. But he will always have really good utility, because he always will have Cube, he will always have Puddle Punch, and he will always get out for free with the ball, right? The Viscous players are always like, oh, ball is useless. It's not OP, but like, it's good. Like, you get out for free, man. Yeah, you see, Goober, the Viscous player, ball is trash, he says, as he uses ball to like dictate the entire outcome of a fight. Just because you said that, Goober, I'm rating Viscous A. I'm trying to be self-reflective, because of course I'm biased towards my main character, right? So I never want to rate this character too low. Okay, if we're in an A, Wraith is S tier. But if we're in a U, I think Wraith is B tier. So I'll put her A tier. I'll put her high A tier. She did get nerfed harder than Billy in the patch. She did get nerfed harder than Mirage, than Geist. This character, it's a good character. If the game lasts long, Wraith is the best carry in the game, right? If the game lasts long, if the game is 30 minutes plus, Wraith is server admin. But until then, Wraith is a non-factor. Okay, Warden? He's strong, no? Yeah, I kind of want to put him S tier. I think Warden is overall the best carry in the game. Like, not hard carry, like in the super late game, Wraith is a bit better, but Warden gets online earlier. Warden is like at least the best gun character in the game, right? Like the gun carry. I do think the last patch benefited Warden. I couldn't even tell you why, because I didn't change him in specific, but he just feels good. He feels good at all points. He feels solid in lane, and then he feels strong in mid game and then strong in late game. Like, I don't think he's and he's really tanky. Yep. Warden S tier. Okay, we have to reduce Haze to A. Let's do a Haze A. Okay, last, Yamato. Yamato actually got a bit weaker, I want to say. Compared to last patch. I kind of want to rate her A. She's still like top 3 laners in the game. I don't think Yamato is shit. I think Yamato is A. Like, Yamato is top 3 laner in the game. The thing is, you're not as great at like jungling after, and you need quite a lot of money to get online. Okay, we'll rate Ivy a bit lower. There you go. How about this? This looks nice. By the way, I have a little prediction here, in case you guys are curious. Venerator, Graves, Pepper, Fencer. There we go. And then that's gonna be the next patch preview. And then Rem is gonna be fucking dog shit, bro. This is gonna be the I don't want to say e-girl character. This character wins games by attaching to someone else so you don't have to play the game, by the way. They're always, okay, memes aside, they're always pretty good. And like, they always make the new characters pretty broken at the start. You know? Like, it's... I don't know if Boho is gonna make it, by the way. And I don't think Pepper is gonna make it either. Pepper is... I've not played those characters, but I've heard things. Pepper, I think they started development recently. I don't think Pepper is gonna be in the patch. If I were to guess, Venator, Graves, Fencer, and Rem will be the heroes in the next patch.